Getting Social Security while still working. All right, so I was dealing with a client today, and he had some questions on this. He said he had a hard time finding the answer. I said, dude, I only got 6,000 videos. How dare you not look at all my videos? Because I answered his question before, David. How double dog dare you not know? But if you're wondering what I'm looking at, you hear the murder hornets. Hear those murder hornets behind me? It's just people getting their leaves blown off. I'm not sure if these are my guys or not. I hire people to do that for me because I'm lazy. I'm like the guy from It's a Wonderful Life. What's that guy's? Mr. Potter? I'm like Mr. Potter. Get to work, boys. Anyway, if you're wondering why I'm outside in my Bruins hat, because I don't feel good. I got monkeypox. I started coming down with it on a Friday. I had just gotten back from Provincetown to Cape Cod, and I was partying with the fellas. You know what I'm saying? I was partying with the fellas. We party hard in Provincetown, Cape Cod. And on Saturday, it's like, and on Sunday, I feel a hell of a lot better today. But there's a lady I'm friends with on Facebook, one of my clients, and she posted that she tested positive for COVID. I don't know why you even bother testing, whatever. And you got to get fresh air. This lady does. She's out there getting fresh air. But man, and then just seeing some of the comments on her posts, like how many people are still scared to death of this is crazy to me. I don't understand. I said, no, I don't want to get too deep in there, but isn't that what something was supposed to solve? That you wouldn't have to get, I mean, they told us the pandemic of the unvaccinated, said Joe Biden. It's just crazy to me. And it's not this chick. I mean, she might be. I don't think so. I can't imagine she want to be friends with me knowing my take on this stuff. But fresh air. I'll never forget when I was doing videos when the whole thing started coming out, just going for walks, saying, just get some fresh air, dude. Fresh air does a body good. The dry winter fresh air, oh, it feels so good. Get some fresh air. People were screaming bloody murder. You're going to run out. I was like, are you kidding me? That's crazy to me. And this, magically, the flu went away. Crazy. People still are subject to the nonsense. It's crazy. All right, anyway, so let's go into this. So this is from Elaine Floyd's Savvy Social Security Planning, SavvySocialSecurity.com. I interviewed Elaine many moons ago. Pablo! And, anyway, so right here. First note, that all, and she capitalized that, means there's importance. All benefits received before FRA are subject to the earnings test. All benefits received before your full retirement age are subject to the earnings test. This goes for survivor, spousal, dependent, child and care benefits. Widows can claim their survivor benefit as early as age 60, but if they work, their benefit will still be subject to withholding under the earnings test. Let's go take a look at what Pablo's barking at. What are you barking at, big boy? All right. Also note that if a person is under FRA and works, all benefits paid. Let's go. Come on, everybody. Let's go. What are you guys barking at? Hold on, let me pause this real quick. Who knows what the dogs are up to? I just live in their world. All right. Also note, if a person is under FRA, full retirement age, all benefits paid off that person's record will be held, even if the recipient doesn't work. All right, so a couple things going on. All benefits received before FRA are subject to the earnings test. There's a huge caveat here. All right, right here. If a person is under full retirement age and works, all benefits paid off that person's record will be withheld. So in this case, I have my client. He was not going to take Social Security till his full retirement age. All right. So he's 67. He's not 67 now. He's 62. His wife's 61. So he's going to retire at 65. His wife will be 64. She has her own benefit, about $1,000 a month. His benefit is about $3,500 a month. He will not file, all right, he's not going to file for Social Security, even though he still works. He's not going to file for Social Security till his full retirement age. He makes like $200,000 a year or something like that. So he's under his FRA. If he were to file for his benefits under his record, his Social Security would be reduced by the earnings test. All right, because he's making more than, I think it's like $18,000 a year or something like that. Maybe it's $20,000, something like that. All right. Now, if he works and his wife files on her own benefit, because she has her own benefit, which is about $1,000 a month, even though they're married filing jointly, she is not subject to the earnings test because she is not working. Even though she's under FRA, she is not working. So even though they're married filing jointly, and their total earnings are more than the earnings test is specific to her specific record. Because she's not working. So even though he is, and they're both under FRA, their income's well above the earnings test, there will be no reduction in her benefit because she's not working. Now, if he filed under the FRA, all right, if he filed under FRA, and then she had a half of his benefit based on his record, not her own, both are subject to earnings test. Does that make sense? So check it out. We're going to go back to here. If a person is under FRA and works, we'll call him David, and works, all benefits paid off David's record will be withheld if Pam doesn't work. So here, David is under FRA, files. He gets $3,000 a month. Pam is under FRA, files, but her benefit is based on David's. She gets half of David's, $1,500 a month. Because David is still working, David's benefit is subject to earnings test, and Pam's benefit is subject to earnings test as well. Hope that makes sense. But again, if David works and hasn't filed, thus Pam is not receiving any benefit off of David's record, guess what, Doc? She can get her benefit without an earnings test because she's not making more than, I guess, what, $18,000 to $20,000 a year. All right, everybody with me on that? Yes, you are, because I explained it clearly. Let's keep going. By the way, I need to point out, if David, let's say he turns 67 in July, just for simplicity, all right? Let's say he makes $100,000 from 1 January till 30 June, all right? So he makes $100,000. And then he applies for a Social Security record. He's not subject to the earnings test because he did not work while he was making money, while he was on Social Security, if he's under FRA. It only matters if you work while you're on Social Security, but he retires in July, and then he starts taking Social Security. Even if he's under FRA, it's not subject to earnings test. Why? Because he did not work while he was taking Social Security. I hope that makes sense. Again, if he worked for the first half of the year, right, and then he takes Social Security the second half of the year, the first half of the year's earnings do not affect his earnings test for the second half when he takes his Social Security. Again, assuming he's under FRA. If he's over his full retirement age, it doesn't matter. Hope that makes sense. Let's keep going. So here we go. Jim is over FRA, and Judy is under FRA. And Jim works, and Judy does not. Jim is over FRA, Judy is under FRA, and doesn't work. Jim applies for his retirement benefit, and Judy applies for her spousal benefits. Will there be any withholding? No, because Jim... Because Jim is over FRA, his benefit, all right, will not be subject to the earnings test. Now, Judy's won't be either because Jim, the spousal benefit, I'm just trying to deal with Pablo here. Hold on, come on. Come here, dog. All right, there he is. All right, you happy? All right, I'm going to rest my computer on Pablo's back. There we go. There we go. Okay. You happy there, dog? I know. Everybody wants to see Pablo. I know. There we go. How's my breath smell, Pops? Ooh, he went away. All right, let me explain this better because I think I confused everybody. Will there be any... So Jim is over FRA. Judy is under FRA. Judy's going to get the spousal benefit off of Jim's record. Will there be any withholding? No, because Jim is over FRA. The earnings test does not apply. Because Judy does not work, her spousal benefit will not be subject to the earnings test. Does that make sense? Dave is over FRA and doesn't work. Dinah is under FRA and works. So we already know right there that Dave will not be subject to any earnings test. Dinah could be. Dave wants to, we can't do restricted application anymore. We're not going to do that one. Mike is under FRA and works. Mary is under FRA and doesn't work. Right? So Mike is under FRA and works. If he files, we know for a fact he will be subject to the earnings test, potentially assuming how much money he makes. But buddy, okay. Again, this is the dog's life. I just live in it. But Mary doesn't work, and because she's applying for her benefit, not the spousal benefit, for her own benefit, there will be no earnings test for Mary because she's under FRA and doesn't work. All right? Now, Mike is under FRA. If he files, then he will be subject to the earnings test. But here's the catch. If Mary's PIA is less than half of Mike's, she may add on the spousal excess, the difference between the PIA of her own and Mike's half of PIA, after Mike files for his benefit. if Mike is still under FRA and working when he files, both his own and Mary's spousal benefit will be subject to earnings test. All right? If Mike is over FRA when he files and his Mary's still not working, there will be no earnings test. So, hey, come on, let me get out of here. All right, good boy. So I think that explains it. Again, back to Dave and what do you call it? Pam's case. Dave is under FRA and working, all right, is not receiving social. Pam is under FRA and not working and receives social. Her benefit will not be subject to earnings test. That's all there is to it. Why? Because she's not working, even if Dave is. I can't make that any clearer. If Dave files under FRA, all right, and he takes Social Security, well, that's filing, we know his benefit will be subject to earnings test. If Dave files under FRA, and Pam, doesn't matter, she could be over FRA or not, but in this case, Pam's under FRA, we know that Pam's spousal benefit, if she takes it, if she has a spousal benefit, basically getting a little bit more than off her own record, it will be subject to earnings test. Because again, going back to what Elaine said here, it could not be any clearer. All benefits right here. All benefits received before FRA are subject to earnings test. This goes for survivor. You coming in? Spousal. Right there. It goes to survivor, spousal, dependent benefits, child and care benefits. Yep. All benefits. That's just a fact. And you can see right there. So spousal benefits. And right here, do spousal earnings affect the annual earnings test before FRA? If a person is receiving Social Security based on their own work record, their earnings of their spouse will not affect their benefit. Does raise a question. If she is receiving a spousal benefit and the spouse is at FRA and working and receiving benefits, is her benefit reduced by his earnings? No, because he is at his FRA. There is no earnings test. All benefits derived off of his benefits, because he's at FRA, are not subject to earnings. I know it's a lot going on there, and I hope this helps you. If you have questions, put them in the show notes. Love to hear it. Don't forget, we go live on Locals every Wednesday. If you want to hang out with your boy Josh from Provincetown, Cape Cod, I'm happy to hang out with you every Wednesday. $5 a month, dude, and you can contribute. I think you can, watch. I don't think you can comment without paying anything, but $5 a month, dude. Come on, that's going to hurt you. Now, be advised, I might make fun of you. And, some people get being made fun of their old buddy Josh. Their buddy from Provincetown, Massachusetts. They can't make... By the way, if you don't know what Provincetown, Massachusetts is, look it up. It's kind of funny. When I went to... I've never been to Cape Cod. I went a couple years ago. My brother said, "You're going to Provincetown, huh?" I said, "I was thinking about it." He goes, "Okay." I said, "What?" I didn't know. He said, "Your type will be there, Josh." So I looked up. I said, "Oh, my goodness." It's funny. Little brothers. I should freaking pound that guy. All right. Love your thoughts. God bless.